Hello everyone, this will be the review of game AncientRush2 and the key was provided by developer. AncientRush2 is actually an Arkanoid game with RPG elements, or rather upgrade elements. I'm gonna show you the game from the second level. The game is divided into, I guess, 10 areas out of 5 levels in each area. So I finished the first area, I have a save which automatically saves the game at the beginning of the second area. This is actually level 2 out of, I think it's the second part of this second area, so this is like level 7, I guess. It seems like nobody plays this game because I have 2 high scores and both of them are mine, so unless this is just my saves, I'm not sure if this is working online. If so, then yes, that I guess either I have no connection or I am the only person playing it. Also, long loading times, and the game is very hard on your resources. It's using Unreal 4 engine. I had to put it on window mode, which luckily, I don't know if this is gonna load. Yeah, it has problems with showing window mode properly. Now it's showing a weird part outside of the window, like black. It doesn't show my desktop. Those are the settings. We have the sliders for volume, music effects, and paddle speed. So all we need. I set quality on low because I wanted to run faster. It's English and German language, and I will try now to go back to window mode and check if it's recording, because it's somewhat you have to switch it back and forth for some weird reason. I don't know why it's showing those black bars outside of the window when you go into options, and why is it loading options? It should load options. It should just click options, not load something. Like the game is reloading itself. Let's check if it's recording. Yes, it's recording. So I will go from the place where I stopped and will try to beat a level, and I show the gameplay. So I have to go cancel, load the game. Now have the loading part. Looks quite pretty, I must say. The engine is very strange for a game like this. So this is our pedal, and this is our Viking, our character. It has a sort of a story with voice acting, very short. Now looking at the numbers on the left, 2 out of 5 means this is the second area of the I don't know why it's 2-5 really. It should be 2-2 or something. It's the second area, and our Viking is on the second position. So to me it's level 7. And then there's the time, there is the points. We have tons and tons of points. I don't know why it's so big numbers. And then we have lives. So I have 3 attempts, but the area will reset after every attempt. I'm not entirely sure where when it's saving. I guess it's saving after the level. So I beaten 6 levels by now. Also number of hits and the damage. I think it's damage done. And we have 3 spells that we can use. I'm gonna show them to you if we beat the area, because I cannot access my upgrade menu. So it's generally Arkanoid. As you can see, we have a pedal. So it's a game about beating balls with a pedal and looking for our balls in a winter environment. Also, the balls can change their size. So those elements exist in the game, and this is our Viking. Of course, I messed up, but that's actually good. Let me just load it. I mean, it's loading itself. See, we lost a life, and we are at the same place, not killing anything. Now I'm spamming all the spells that I have, which seems to be a valid way to win this game, because it's quite hard, to be honest, at least for me. I'm not very good in arcade games. I don't like skill-based games, but this game definitely gets points for the presentation. It has a very strange presentation for an Arkanoid, which is a big plus in my opinion. And also it has upgrades. You can basically get 3 lives, but the game tells you that you will do less damage. I'm not sure how it works. To me, less damage is not an information. I would like to know how much less to plan my route. Then you can boost intelligence, which I was generally doing. It boosts our spells, and spells seem to, generally speaking, hit everything on screen. So it's much better than trying to actually use the ball, because we might just not hit for a long time, while spells will hit always. So if we make them strong, you should be able to win. If you survive, if you don't lose the ball, then spells should eventually win the area for you. That's my strategy, at least. You can also boost the ball damage, or you can keep adding lives, but this is just basically attempts, how many attempts you have per level. Now let's see what happens. I should basically have a save now with 2 lives. It doesn't say here it's gonna lower the damage. I'm not gonna add it. I would like to just know how it happens. That was just this information that it's lowering our damage. So yeah, that would be the damage of spell, that would be the damage of another spell. Remaining object or objects, I'm not sure what it hits. Destroy object if remaining. Okay, so we are going to boost intelligence again and play next level. Yeah, it's saved. So now we have only 2 attempts, but basically you could just as well have 1 attempt, because you pretty much always have 1 attempt because it resets the area anyway. So I don't think the number of lives actually makes any sense, because you cannot fail. If you fail, you lose. That's it. You have to start over. So it's a very strange statistic. And I'm not sure why points I scaled this high. Like, this is, I played it for a few minutes only. This is like 7th level and I already have millions. So this should be cut down, all that number, to some more sensible, you know, too much numbers in game makes no sense. They should just go scaled down, not go into millions from the start. They could go into millions if the game scales into high number, but not from the very start, not from the very first level, where you get like 100 points, I guess achievement for that. I mean 100,000 points, which is way too much. Oh my god, this is very, very close and very hard. Generally speaking, the game is hard, I would say. Yeah, we did it. It's hard because it's very skill based. You have to react super fast. You could of course affect your mouse and affect the pedal speed, but it's hard to really find the balance. Also because of the engine, it doesn't work too well. Probably I just need a better computer eventually. But yeah, I had to lower. I decided to give you higher resolution. This is 1.7 thousand with something else. I'm not sure what's the other number, but it's on low, because otherwise it's just really slowly working, which might be actually making it easier. At the same time, it can lag and kill you, which I'm trying to avoid. See, usually if you go with short distance, the ball will speed up and it's gonna be very hard. Now I hit something. I guess I'm just hitting everything. Also, it's a bad part of the game that you don't have more of the upgrades. I very much like the idea of upgrades, but you only have 3 default spells and 3 stats. Actually, 2 of them make sense. The lives don't make sense at all. So you actually either go for precision with ball or you go for spamming spells, which I'm trying to. At the same time, you cannot really affect how often they appear. You only make them more efficient, but you cannot really make a build, like have a weaker spell but cast it faster. You just have default numbers, default powers, which is definitely good, because it's not just about hitting objects with a ball. The game might also have a slight amount of physics. I saw in one area that one of the objects fell down, or it was like on another object, so there might be slight amount of physics there. Of course, you know, bouncing the ball at a certain angle is already physics. So it's a, well, it's an Arkanoid simply. That's what the game is called. The basic one about a pedal and a ball and destroying bricks. Just in this game, bricks are not bricks, they are objects. They are physical objects with unknown properties. And now I'm dead because this is gonna be super fast at the very beginning, and I'm gonna fail unless we can break one of the walls and put it like further. So it saved me with 3 lives. But if I see, I have 2 lives, but again, this will be reset. So I don't see the point of lives. It's just you have basically 1 life to beat the level. If you fail, you probably start here, because it's, yeah, I messed up again. I told you it's gonna be hard in this situation. Maybe if I don't move, I will just keep breaking one and trying to hit it with everything I have. No, I don't wanna do this. I wanna hit one of them. Maybe I should have waited and used the last spell. Oh yeah, now it's going there. Yeah, stay there. And while the ball is there, let me load everything. Now, if we fail, it just resets everything. So yeah, we basically have one life. That's the idea. That's how I understand it. Maybe I don't understand it. It's very likely. I'm kind of guessing here. Oh my god, I messed up again. See, now it's gonna load, and we are at the same spot, and then it's gonna kill me. Yeah, it's killing me. It's showing me always bigger high score because we are sort of. What does it mean? Try again. I don't want to try again. Let's go to menu and load. Not sure if try again is the same level from the save. Then we should have not try again but load. And now see, you load game. And let's see what area we are at. So this is like 5, 5. I don't know why it's 5. It's 2, not 5. It's second group of 5 steps. It's the second area that has 5 steps. See, our Viking is at the end. He walks 5 times through an area, and there is 50 areas from what I have read. So I guess there is 10 environments, and each of them consists of 5 levels. I guess that's what it says. Of course, I'm not gonna make it there, so we have to believe the developer. The first area was more like winter, and this is more like I don't know, sewers, but it's all happening in this winterland, I guess. Judging by the menu and judging by the first level. The guy looks like a Viking. Of course, it's some fantasy kingdom, so it's hard to say if he is a Viking. Technically, he isn't, but he looks like one. Or a dwarf, maybe. Again, not that. Oh, it's half speed. This is actually good. It's gonna disappear soon, and then it speeds up, and I'm probably gonna mess it up. What does it do? Bigger ball. Okay. Bigger shiny ball. See some stuff to destroy. It's just there. It goes through it. Maybe it goes through it when it destroys it. I'm not sure exactly when it bounces, when it goes through. Yeah, we won. I think we won because our spell destroyed it. So we're gonna probably play until I fail in the next area, which is probably gonna be...
As I crossed the cave, I discovered a large ancient door. When
entrance to another area, we get it. There is basically voice acting there, but I just want to skip it, not to make it too long. So as you can see, I'm spamming the intelligence points. I just put 1 point into ball damage.
In front of me was the fabled...
Okay, so that's some sort of kingdom. See, there's object on top of an object. Let's see if it's going to fall down. Yeah, see, they're falling down, sort of. Then we have to destroy what falls down. See, oh, this is interesting. It breaks, like physics at work. This is very interesting, actually. It's nice that it's done this way. 3-dimensional arcanoid with upgrades. Yeah, it's a good idea. It's not the kind of games I play. I don't think I ever bought an arcanoid. I played them 25 years ago or something. But it's definitely interesting. It's well done, I would say. If you like arcanoids, of course, because it's hard to ask for something else than the game is. You know, if you think of a genre or of a game that is very much a defined thing, like this one is arcanoid, it would be strange if I said that I don't want the game to be an arcanoid, because it is one. There's the basics, right? You buy it if you want to play this, if you want to bounce ball with pedal. Now the question is it well done? Is it interesting? Does it have some mechanics? Does it keep you occupied? Is it too hard, and so on? So basically the game is done well. However, it has minuses. The biggest problem for me is that it's hard to see because there is too many objects out there. and of course most of them are breakable, but sometimes it's hard to tell an object that can be broken from part of the environment. Also, it runs not too well because of the chosen engine, so if you have a weak computer you might have problems. But I definitely give the game points for I guess we're gonna play one more. I'm giving the game points for the presentation, which in this case is very peculiar for a game like that. I think it's the first time I see something like this. Maybe this Ball of Ages or Rock of Ages was quite interesting as well. But aside from that, usually Arkanoids are just Arkanoids. They are 2D, and this is like 3D Arkanoid in Unreal Engine world. Very, very strange thing, but it works. It works really well. I would like to have more upgrades, that's for sure. That could be improved, like have different classes of your hero, not just one, and definitely more than 3 spells and some maybe branching skill tree. But it's very good that we have anything to upgrade. You can pick a playstyle of sorts, or rather one of the two, because as I said before, the lives have completely no sense, because you have one anyway. And I don't know if it would be possible to change how it looks, to make it more easy to see what is actually still to be broken and what is like the floor, because it all it's kind of glued together, especially if you play on low difficulty. On the other hand, not difficulty, the graphics. On the other hand, if you add graphics, you will have more details. So this can also clog the view, make it harder to see. Actually, it will look better, but you have like snow on the objects, and they will still be kind of melted together. The colors are very similar, right? It's all gray, so we have gray something on a gray floor, marble on marble. So maybe the colors should be more vibrant and more distinctive, like what's still to be broken and what's not even a breakable object. It's a little bit of a problem I have with this game. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna stop here. Let's see how it behaves if you want to stop. Maybe we just load another level. Does it save now? I think it saves now. We have 5 lives, by the way. Yeah, it's saved. So what happens now? It loads the level, but I want to go to menu now. Let me go to menu. It loads quite long. Also a minus. Well, let's go. Desktop, no, main menu. Okay, you can stop anytime. Let's see if it loads once more, just to be absolutely sure that it saves itself. It would make more sense if you could save on your own, not just have autosave. Let's load again. Let's see if it's actually giving me all the lives that I had and pushes me to this second, I think it's the second area of this second level of third area. Yeah, I don't know why it's 3, 5. It's not 3, maybe 3 out of 5. It's 3 out of 5 in this environment. See, this is again a very winter environment. Yeah, and we're losing time, which does nothing, by the way. Okay, so yeah, we are saved with 5 lives. I'm going back to menu. How many points? Actually, I was thinking about it for a while, but I decided to give this game 7 points out of 10, which is quite high. But it definitely has interesting packaging. It looks very strange for an Arkanoid, and another point for the upgrades. So I like the upgrades, I like the presentation. Very good idea to make an Arkanoid different. To be honest, I would rather play an RPG in these settings, with those graphics. But it's not an RPG really. It just has sort of linear upgrades. You can basically choose between ball damage and spell damage. That's all you can choose, but at least this is 2 play styles. And it has high score. Hopefully it's a multiplayer high score, because if it's just your own high score, it doesn't make much sense. Well, you're linearly going through the game anyway, so it doesn't really do much for you. It also has achievements. I'm not gonna click them because it's probably gonna open the Steam page and so on. I don't think it's in the game, but apparently there are some achievements. And yeah, 2 languages, some sliders. It would be nice to fix this window and generally fix options so they don't load. You should be able to just click them and pick what you want without having the outside of your game window black for unknown reason. This is very strange, but at least the game works in window mode. It has all the sliders I want, and it has 2 languages to choose from. So this is quite properly done, I would say. Tutorials explaining the game, of course, nothing interesting. You have seen everything from what I've shown you. So 7 out of 10, Ancient Rush 2, strange looking Arkanoid game with upgrades. So that will be it for the review, and I will see you guys in the next one.